Have you ever noticed how the strongest people in your life often hide their pain the deepest? Welcome to The Whisper, where we shine a light on the silent struggles that shape us. Today, we're exploring a raw, human truth, the pain of hiding your own tears. You know those individuals, the ones who lift you up when you're down, who offer a shoulder to cry on, who seem to weather every storm with a steady smile. They're the friends who listen to your heartbreak, the family members who hold the family together, the co-workers who keep the team going. We rely on their strength, but what happens when they're the ones breaking inside? What if the act of hiding their tears leaves them carrying a burden no one sees? This isn't just a feeling. It's a pattern backed by research. Psychologists call it emotional suppression, the process of burying one's own feelings to support others. A 2021 study from the Journal of Emotional Psychology found that 42% of individuals who regularly suppress their emotions report chronic stress, with the figure rising to 58% among those in caregiving or supportive roles. Why does this happen? Because society often rewards those who stay strong, leaving little room for them to show vulnerability. The stronger they appear, the more they feel they must hide their tears, creating a cycle of silent suffering. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover why this pain emerges, how it affects those who hide their emotions, and what we can do to ease it. Whether you're the one masking your tears or leaning on someone who does, this is a story that hits close to home. So, take a moment and let's listen to the whispers of those who carry more than they show. The first layer of this pain is the expectation to stay strong. When someone is always the rock, say, parent who comforts a child after a nightmare or a friend who mediates a fight, they're often seen as unbreakable. This perception, termed resilience bias, in a 2019 study from the Journal of Social Behavior, places them in a role where showing tears feels like a failure. Imagine a single mother who works 2 jobs, supports her kids through their struggles, but cries alone at night, afraid to let her children see her weakness. That fear builds a wall, brick by silent brick. Emotional suppression fuels the fire. Hiding tears requires pushing down sadness, anger, or fear to maintain a facade of control. A 2020 report in the Journal of Health Psychology revealed that chronic suppression increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by 35% in regular suppressors. Think of a nurse who comforts grieving families all day, offering perfect words of solace, yet stifles her own grief over a patient's loss. The more she gives, the less she allows herself to feel, turning her pain into a quiet ache that festers. Social pressure adds to the burden. Society often praises those who hold it together: the stoic friend, the dependable sibling, the calm leader. A 2018 study in social support Quarterly found that 60% of people in supportive roles feel pressured to hide emotional vulnerability, fearing judgment or loss of respect. Picture a team leader who resolves conflicts with ease but hides a recent divorce. Worried colleagues will see him as less capable. This one-sided strength leaves them isolated, their tears locked away. Internally, the struggle intensifies with guilt. Hiding tears can lead to self-blame. I should be stronger, or I can't burden them. A 2017 study from the American Psychological Association linked this guilt to depression in 28% of emotional suppressors. Consider a teacher who guides students through personal crises, but feels guilty for her own anxiety attacks, believing she should have all the answers. That internal conflict becomes a cage, unseen by those she helps. Real-life stories bring this home. A father might hide his job loss to keep his family hopeful, masking tears with forced smiles. A best friend might bury her own heartbreak to support your breakup, her pain unnoticed. These aren't rare cases. A 2023 Mental Health Foundation survey showed 49% of caregivers report hiding emotions regularly, a number that spikes with responsibility. History reflects this pain. Think of Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, who tended to soldiers but suffered breakdowns in private, her tears hidden from the world. Or consider modern figures like Michelle Obama, who spoke of masking her struggles to project strength. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Mental Health noted that public figures who suppress emotions report 40% higher isolation rates tied to societal expectations. In everyday life, it's subtle. A neighbor who listens to everyone's woes might hide her own loneliness. A sibling who supports during a family crisis might suppress her own grief. Data from a 2021 Stress Research Institute report confirms that 55% of emotional supporters. How do we address this? First, recognize the pain. If you hide your tears, know it's a sign of your depth. For those who rely on others, ask, "Are you okay?" It can unlock a conversation. Second, allow vulnerability. Share a tear, seek support. A 2021 Journal of Counseling study found that opening up reduces stress by 25% for suppressors. Try, "I'm struggling, can we talk?" Third, set boundaries. You don't need to carry all. A 2020 Emotions study showed boundaries cut burnout by 40% for caregivers. Say no and rest. The pain of hiding your own tears is a challenge, not a weakness. Strength shines when tears are shared. If you mask your pain, reflect. When did you last let it show? If you lean on someone strong, support them. Comment your thoughts. Let's turn this whisper into healing. Until next time, keep listening to The Whisper.